My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
And there's a possibility I might read the article. I think there's an article that comes with it. The link will be in the description. Okay, so there's that here. They did the same in 2016 and doing it again in 2024. Quote, the money is rolling in and this is fun. I never seen anything like this and this is going to be a very good year for us. Sorry, it's a terrible thing to say, but bring it on. Donald, keep going. Wow, less moves CBS CEO in 2016. They know he's doing something wrong, but they just after the money. Wow. I'm glad I remember this. It came to mind again because when I was doing the original recording, I lost track of my thought. One of the things that crossed my mind is that these people are after money. Yes, we know that. But when you look at Steve Jobs, for instance, this guy worked his butt off to make it to the top, and he was at the top. And then once he got to the top, cancer decided to say, let's slow you down, and then take him away. I'm wondering if any of these people ever think none of the things that they're doing, allowing someone else to cause pain to another human being, in order for them to make more money, will they be taking the money with them once they leave this earth? I don't understand these people. They live, breathe, eat, and money only. I don't know. Maybe because I don't have that much money, I don't think the same way as them. But I don't know. I really don't know. They know from that quote itself, he knows what he's saying is wrong because he said sorry. It's a terrible thing to say. But yet he prefer going after someone who, if he decided to change his mind, to go after himself, the CBS CEO, for instance, will do it in a heartbeat. But yet, you don't see the perspective of things when there are no rules and regulation. And yeah, I know it was back in 2016, but the same group of people, the same business people, when you look at mainstream media, okay, all they're putting out is BS about President Biden should drop out, this and that. They all pretty much saying almost the same thing that this CEO, CBS CEO is saying. But we already had a taste of what Trump is capable of. You had so many people who die for some of the information we have, and this guy had those information in his bathroom and places. Take it for nothing. There's no feeling, no understanding about nothing. Oh my God. God help us. Okay, so it started here. Why CNN and others have been putting these pundits on and trying to prevent a Biden-Harris re-election. The people have a say on this. Okay, I'm not criticizing the caption at all. What I mean is that even, let's say, for instance, oh God, I don't want to say. Let's say Biden wins, right? People have a way of, even let's say back in 2016 when Trump won, people had a way of tuning those things down. They didn't have to watch it. It's because people are watching it, so they not only they bringing in money because the advertisement, the eyeballs are seeing those advertisement. And then they ruin the same people who's watching the stuff. They're ruining their lives as well. I remember not too long ago, This is one of the reasons I just cut cable out completely, because there were so many channels, nothing interesting to watch. With the exception, very few. I think I had HGTV, the Oprah Network I used to watch, and I used to watch the History Channel. The History Channel used to show some very, very good documentary. One of them I remember was about the Vanderbilt, the Chase. What's the family? You know, the Chase, Chase Bank is named after one of those family. Okay, they were business people. They create different things. The railroad, the Vanderbilt. You know, Anderson Cooper's family, this type of things. Okay, there was a very nice documentary that I saw, and the way those business people were treating the workers, you know, beating them, literally, it was very violent between the business people and the workers. But due to union, they organized themselves and they fought back, okay, to get whatever it is that they wanted. It seems like after I saw that documentary, it probably was, I would say, I think I have my son yet? Before 2010, I would say, maybe. Okay? So there was some really good documentary that the History Channel used to show. After that, I didn't see it. Then I start seeing the thing about Alaska catching, how do you call this? Those crabs and things like that. They removed these type of educational, well documentary things out of their lineup. I don't never seen any of their documentary. They used to be about world wars, you know, these kind of things to remind people of things. They removed them, and then after that, all I was seeing was BS things, you know, nothing that has to do with history at all. And then I start losing interest. There was nothing really meaningful to watch. Even it was like a country type of channel. Is it the Ted Turner classic movie or something like that? Even that gone. You used to see some things that will remind you of things and educate you, so to speak. Remove it. Okay, I would say this probably leading up to 2010, maybe around President Obama, could have been around President Obama's presidency. So they went on the quest to make sure people don't know about this kind of things. But anyway, I don't know if anybody remember who lives in the US know what I'm talking about. I don't remember the title of the documentary, but they were talking about workers, how even the fire that happened in the Great Fire. Oh my God, the sweatshop that happened. I believe it was in New York, and there's other fires that happened that help create laws to change laws into exiting and fire hazard, this kind of thing, the way buildings are built now, all of this. Okay, they don't even teach you at school, but at least you will get those information on that channel, the History Channel. They're all gone, all gone. I really hope they bring those things back. If they do have this, maybe I'll get cable again, but you don't see this type of information anymore. And then you see how dumb the country has become. Very sad. And then you see these people are voting against their best interests. And then it is our money who's enriching these people. And then to use the money, it's like we're paying them. Okay? The American people are paying those business people to mistreating them. Alright, so let me finish with this. Alright, so that was a retweet of that. Is there any comment? There's no comment. Let's go into that. And then that'll be it. There's this David Zaslav, the CEO of CNN. Who is David Zaslav? Where did he come from? Who is he? Did he build? I'm saying, did he build? Was he born in the US? Let's see. David Zaslav. Okay. He is 64, Brooklyn, New York. David Zaslav is an American media executive who is the current CEO and president of Warner Brothers Discovery. after becoming CEO and president of Discovery Inc. in 2006. That's probably around this time what those documentary that I was saying. Okay, Zaslav oversaw changes in its channels, which largely shift from. Look at this! I swear to God, I didn't know. This is what I was talking about. These were educational stuff. So, which largely shift from education-oriented programming to reality TV. Yeah.
I find it hard to see who is the winner here. I mean, Prince Harry goading the press is only and forcing the press into humiliating payouts is not going to be particularly good for the Sussexes. We're going to see some sort of state regulation of the press. I genuinely hope not. I don't want the press to be in the last chance saloon at all. I want to see newspapers thrive. This is my industry, and I think it's in all our interests that we have a thrive. And we've got the most wonderful newspapers in the world in this country. You read the newspapers in the States or in France, they're very dull. They're not entertaining at all. I think that we can have both a serious and an entertaining press. And that's what I want to see survive. I don't want to see Prince Harry destroy the industry I love.
You see, this is exactly what I was saying. Not even knowing these things, that he is all about that. Like the History Channel. Okay, so let's see. Does the History Channel falls under Warner Brother? Let's see here. Let me copy Warner Brother Discovery. I'm telling you, there were some good things. Educational, like I was telling you about the I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. The Vanderbilt, the Chase, those prominent people back then, those business people that things are named after them. Even a bank is named after one of those people. They were evil, the way they treat their workers. Because the History Channel used to talk about that. Okay, so my next thing is, I want to know, does the Warner Brother Discovery falls, or does History Channel? That's the thing. Does the History Channel falls under the Warner Brother Discovery? Let's see here. No, it doesn't. Okay, the History Channel is owned by A&E Network, a joint venture between Hearst Communication and the Walt Disney Company General Entertainment Content Division. However, some History Channel content is available on Discovery Plus, a streaming service owned by Warner Brother. Okay, so that's that. So it doesn't. But yes, around that time, there were a lot of educational things that were happening. When you look at, for instance, I spoke about this channel that used to show Sesame Street, Reading Rainbow, what's the name? Let me look it up. PBS, that's the one I couldn't think about. I don't know. Sometime I just went blank. Okay, Sesame Street, the Reading Rainbow, and all of that. You have Trump when he was in office. He wanted to defund that educational stuff. So this is a public network. People, there's a lot at stake coming this November, because now people know what he is all about. And then if he gets to the presidency, and he's going to say, you know what I was all about, so don't be surprised. Okay? Those educational things, funded by the public and all of that, he wanted to defund it. And these many people, my age, maybe before that, my parents' age, probably grew up on some of these to help them. Okay, so a lot is at stake right now. Anything educational, they want to destroy it. They want to keep people dumb so you could do minimum wage. They come with the idea of, for some, many of them don't even come with the idea. It's just someone in their basement who worked their butt off. They just don't have the money to make it into the big shot or trade market or something, and they buy it off of them, and then they abuse people to make the thing work. Many of these money people, those riches, some of them don't even have the mentality to create something from scratch. it's when you look at, for instance, the GPS, it was a black person who created. Okay, so let's look at a lot of things coming up. Okay, so this is it here. Gladys May West, okay, is an American mathematician. She is known for her contribution to mathematical modeling of the shape of the Earth and her work on the development of satellite geodesy models that were later incorporated into the global positioning system. Okay, so they're not gonna tell you this. Even her background, when you read about her background, the hardship she went through to get her education. Oh my goodness. All right, I could go on and on with these things. Let me just leave it as that. I'm already 50 minutes. It's more than I wanted to share with you, but there's a lot at stake coming up here. Okay, there is a lot at stake, and Google is free. You think of something, type it and search for it. Look at, let's say, the Chase family, for instance, which I mentioned. Chase family history. Okay, business people, some of them create railways. I don't think it's the Chase one, but there's other things that happen. What nationality? The last name Chase. Okay, or French. Okay, the Chase family is an American family whose members include early American pioneers and those involved in politics and clergy, business, that's the part here, and the military. Alright, so there's a lot going on. What else? The Vanderbilt, I think I mentioned. Okay, so there's that here. The Vanderbilt family is an American family who gained prominence during the Gilded Age. Their success began with the shipping and railroad empire. Okay, so this one I remember watching somewhere. Okay, the Vanderbilt family is an American family who gained prominence during the Gilded Age. Okay, so it's repeating again. All right, so there's all of that. And I think, what's his name? Anderson Cooper. Okay, is Anderson Cooper? Let me type it. Okay, so there's this here. Okay, my question is Anderson Cooper related to the Vanderbilt family? Anderson Cooper grew up in the shadow of great wealth. His great-great-grandfather was Cornelius Vanderbilt, one of the richest men in American history. Okay, so that's that. But Anderson Cooper, however, if you look at his history, his mother didn't leave anything for him. That's what they say in public. I don't know if it's on paper, if it's true. But when she died, she didn't leave anything for him. And she made him know even before she died, he's not going to get anything. If some of you are not watching the screen as you listening to what I'm saying, because I was talking on top of my head when I first recorded it. And as I'm editing, I'm searching for some of the things that I've said. And in terms of inheritance, Anderson Cooper's mother left him $1.5 million. In terms of his family was not gonna leave any inheritance to him. It was I heard it somewhere, but I look it up. There's a quote from Town and Country magazine where he said, I didn't read the entire article, but I saw the part that I was looking for, so I put the screenshot of it, where Anderson Cooper says, my dad made clear to me there wasn't a Vanderbilt, my dad made it clear to me there wasn't a Vanderbilt fortune waiting for me, he said. In retrospect, I'm really glad he did that. So I guess this is from that I sort of remember there wasn't gonna be inheritance left for him, but his mom left him $1.5 million. Okay, to make it clear, because when I was recording originally, I was talking on top of my head, but as I'm editing, I'm searching for some of the things that I said, and I find some of the answer. And then you will see the link of the Town and Country in the description if you want to read it. Okay, so that's that. Let's get back to the original recording. So whatever he has become, he made it himself. Is Anderson Vanderbilt family? There's all of that. Okay, so look up things. People need to ask themselves questions, because if you're waiting for the media to tell you, they're just about money. Okay, which is what this go back to that was all about. Okay, I asked about upcoming presidential election. Zalslav said it matters less to him which party wins, as long as the next president was friendly to business. Meanwhile, since my adulthood, all I'm hearing is giving tax break to business people. I haven't heard much giving back to the people. Well, until recently. I take that back. Until recently, where President Biden is giving back, pay student debt and things like that. So this part is just a minuscule of everything else that the country has done for businesses, but for some student are just getting a small piece of the pie, and then you have people are still complaining about that. Okay, so let's get back to the original recording. Okay, quote, we just need an opportunity for deregulation so companies can consolidate and do what we need to to be even better. I mean, how better do you want to be deregulation? Not too long ago, there was a derailment that happened. Is it Ohio? I could be wrong with the state. And then it's due to deregulation during Trump. Okay, let's look it up. Let me not talk on top of my head. Okay, so I didn't find specifically to what I'm looking for, but they make reference to it. Okay, so there's this here, the first one. Did Trump rail rule repeal affect Ohio train derailment? So it was Ohio. I was correct. After a train derailment caused a toxic chemical spill in East Palestine, Ohio, a liberal advocacy group claimed, imposed stricter. All right, so that was a quote here that Obama had imposed stricter rules, something like that. But Trump went in office, deregulate that, repeal it. Okay, Trump, who deregulated the railroad industry, lies to, you could look it up and then you could click on those links and read them further. Almost 3 weeks after the derailment of a Norfolk Southern train carrying hazardous material in Ohio, twice impeached former president. Okay, so there's all of that. Okay, Washington Post. So far, Trump rollback of regulation can be blamed for. So you know what's going on with Washington Post if you watch my channel. Okay, fact check. Trump, I had nothing to do with remarks. What do you expect him to say? So there's all of that. Deregulation cause harm because these people, when they have no regulation, they run rampant. They think of something, they just do it without thinking of consequences. Okay, they know they're not gonna be blamed for anything. There's not gonna be charges put against them, so they're not gonna spend money to hire lawyers to go to the court and all of that. So they're gonna go rampant and start going crazy without any consequences because the places that they put their business in, they don't live there, so they don't give a shit about who lives around there. So us who have the power to elect somebody, we need to pay attention to many things. And then these are the things that the mainstream media are not telling us. Okay, now go back to Twitter. Okay, so this is what happened with deregulation. They want to do whatever they want without any consequences. So that's that. Okay, so please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. This is the thing I just posted. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And check my shop, see if you like something to help support my channel. There's Zazzle. I will create more puzzles, probably other things, not just puzzle, when I have time to to put up there, and hopefully you could purchase some of this stuff. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and I might do another video that has to do with what maybe I'll leave it for tomorrow because I have a meeting later to go, so I started recording late. So the part, this is what I'm talking thinking out loud. I was supposed to do 2 videos today to cover these. That's when I was on vacation. I need to cover them. So I probably will do it maybe later today. Right now it's 4 o'clock. So let me at least get this out of the way. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.
Tanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together. And if I may speak personally, we are all in this together. Because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.